Good afternoon. Can you hear me, Mr. Court Reporter? Mr. Court Reporter, can you hear me?
Can't hear you, Judge Burke.
Can you hear me? Is it better?
I can't hear you, Your Honor. I'm not sure.
I can hear you fine.
Want to hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Cannot hear you, Judge Burke.
I can hear Judge Burke.
I don't see, everything is on
I
my
can't
end.
hear anybody.
Do you have, we can hear you, and I can hear everyone else.
Anybody hear me?
Yes, we can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay. Got everybody.
Okay, great.
My name's Ernie Magnus. Good to be with everybody today.
Thank you, Mr. Magnus. We're ready to go on the record when you are.
All righty. Okay, time is 2:01 p.m. Today's date is July 25th, 2023. This is a virtual hearing, case name PSC CASE number 9709. And again, this is a remote hearing, and we're on the record.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Christine Burke. I'm the Public Utility Law Judge assigned to hear today's case with the Maryland Public Service Commission. As Mr. Court Reporter said, this is case number 9709. It is captioned in the matter of the Columbia Gas of Maryland, Inc.'s application for authority to adopt a new infrastructure replacement and improvement plan and surcharge mechanism. May I have the appearances of counsel beginning with the company, please?
Yes, Your Honor. This is Theodore Gallagher on behalf of the company, Columbia Gas Maryland. Also have Candice Tunillo. My understanding, based on the text I just received, is that she's having some audio problems, but I think we can proceed notwithstanding.
Okay, thank you. I do see her here, but I understand that. For Office of Counsel.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ryan Shu on behalf of OPC.
Good afternoon. And for staff.
Good afternoon, Judge Burke. Ruthie Herman on behalf of technical staff.
And I did see, is Mr. Dean here as well?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm wasn't planning on speaking, but yes, I'm here.
Okay, well, thanks for joining. And Mr. Tolson, are you here for the Maryland Energy Administration?
Yes, Your Honor. Steve Tolson, Assistant Attorney General, Counsel to the Maryland Energy Administration.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Gallagher, do you have anything preliminarily that you'd like to admit? And I see Ms. Tonello there. Good afternoon.
Yes, Your Honor. Yesterday, Columbia caused to be filed at mail log number 304227, its certificates of publication as directed in your July 3rd pre-hearing conference notice, and would ask that that be admitted as Columbia Exhibit A. We use an alpha designation because I think the other stuff that might come in at a hearing goes numerically. So just to set that apart from the others.
Okay, but it also has attachments A, B, and C. Is that confusing?
I don't think so. If we call the Exhibit A, then it has its attachments, which aren't exhibits, they're attachments.
Attachments, okay. Is there any objection to Columbia's Exhibit A, the certificate of publication?
No objection.
No objections. Thank you.
No objection.
Hearing none, Columbia's certificate of publication filed July 24th, 2023, consisting of 14 pages with 3 attachments, A, B, and C, will be marked and entered into the record as Columbia's Exhibit A. As to petitions to intervene, I note that on July 12th, the Maryland Energy Administration filed a petition to intervene. Mr. Tolson, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Is there any objection to the MEA's petition to intervene?
No, Your Honor.
No objection.
No.
Okay, then the petition to intervene and appearance of counsel motion is granted. Have the parties had an opportunity to discuss any dates for the procedural schedule?
Your Honor, we have, and believe we've agreed upon a schedule that was circulated. Columbia had initially circulated a proposed schedule and staff had a minor revision to it. So Ruthie, I don't know if you want to present that, or I can go ahead if you wish.
Be my guest. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Judge, so is the procedural schedule agreed upon by the parties, notes today's pre-hearing conference. Then it has staff and OPC direct testimony due September the 1, of course, with the intervention of that's just been granted. We probably call that other parties' testimony due September 1. And we have all parties rebuttal testimony September the 19th. OPC staff and MEA rebuttal September 28th. Evidentiary hearings with live rejoinder permitted. That's in my notes. I don't know if that shows up in staff's, but October 4 and 5. Briefs due, just in one set of
If we
briefs,
can just-
right?
Yeah, so up until evidentiary hearings, that's fine. I am not available the first week in October. So what I can propose is the following week, the 11th and 12th for evidentiary hearings. Does that work for the parties?
Sure.
Check.
As far as I know, Your Honor, it's no problem.
I believe so, Your Honor.
Staff?
Yep.
When is Columbus Day?
Columbus Day is the 9th.
Okay, we're good.
Staff is fine with those dates. Thank you.
Okay.
Columbia as well.
Okay. So then we will schedule evidentiary hearings for the 11th and 12th.
That is October, Judge.
Correct. October. Correct.
Okay.
And then initial briefs.
Under the agreed upon schedule, we only had one set of briefs.
Okay.
And that was the October the 19th. I don't know if we need to move that out.
Yeah, I'm going to
I
propose.
thought the staff's proposal had an initial and a reply brief, or am I wrong?
Oh, they did? See, I should be reading from their rather than the document that I marked up for me. So Ruthie, can you go ahead on that?
Sure. No problem. Our proposal has initial brief October 19th, reply brief October 24th, but perhaps Judge Burke wants to put one brief in October 24th. I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah, that would be my preference. So one set of briefs, October 24th. Is there any objection to that, or anybody want to be heard?
I'd just like to note for OPC that we would prefer to have the opportunity for a reply brief. Though, of course, Your Honor may decide otherwise. But I would just like to note that we would prefer to have a reply brief in this matter. Though.
Noted. We're kind of on a compressed schedule, and because I'm not available that first week in October, I'm going to do one set of briefs for October the 24th.
Understood, Your Honor.
Ms. Herman, did you want to continue? Do you have any other dates?
We had proposed order, and I don't know if that's something that the judge should determine. Notice of appeal again, the judge, reply memo, date of final order. Those were the next 4 items.
Okay.
Sorry, Your Honor. One note on the one brief will be. I think typically we get 50 pages on the brief. Would since there's only one brief, would we extend that by 10 or 15 pages or?
50 pages.
Okay.
Proposed order due date, I have, I'm proposing November the 15th. With notice of appeal and supporting memorandum November the 22nd. And reply memo November the 29th. I understand that Thanksgiving is in there and it's difficult, but we're also 180 days falls on December the 20th. Does anyone else want to be heard on that?
No, Your Honor.
Staff is good with all of that. Thank you so much.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we didn't talk about any evening public comment hearings. It was my intention to do 2 in person, one in Hagerstown and one in Cumberland. And I was looking at the week of September the 11th, the 13th and 14th. Does that work for the company?
That might not, because I believe we have evidentiary hearings in our raid case number
Oh, correct.
970.
Yes, you do. And I had a note of that. Could do the, and hold on, let's do the first. The week before, the 6th and 7th.
I think that would work for us.
I believe that works for OPC.
Staff.
Yes, thank you, Judge Burke. Those are good.
Mr. Tolson?
I'd have to check with MEA staff, but they don't always cover all of the public hearings, Your Honor. If we're monitoring if MEA is not going to be a very active party in this, I'll have to see.
Okay. So tentatively, we're going to schedule evening public comment hearings for the 6th and the 7th September.
Your Honor, do you wish for Columbia to see about arrangements for locations?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
We'll do that.
thank you. And I will do a separate notice of public comment hearing. Did the parties discuss discovery procedures?
No, we
Yeah.
did. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Gallagher. Pardon me, sir.
I believe what we've agreed to, rather than the 10 business day protocol, we've agreed that turnover on discovery would be 7 business days from service. What we haven't talked about, and I should have brought that up, is that as far as service goes, Columbia would prefer that any discovery that is served after 4 o'clock on a given day be deemed to have served the following day, and that any discovery that's served after noon on a Friday would be deemed to be served the following business day.
Does anyone else want to be heard?
Staff has no objections to that. Thank you.
Anyone else?
No.
No.
Okay. And is there a time frame with the 7 business day turnaround? Will that time frame shorten as the dates get closer?
We have not discussed that, Your Honor.
I believe we typically do, or that was my understanding, but
Typically after direct rebuttal, we shorten the time frame, correct? 4 days?
In our base rate proceedings, the shortened time frame only refers to follow-up data requests on that cover issues that were the subject of a prior data request. And anything that's new would still be under the 7-day protocol. That's what we've done in our rate case anyway.
So the 4 days would the parties be agreeable to 4 days for responsive data requests served after September 1st, but before the 28th? Would that be correct?
Yes, that's fine with staff.
Yes.
Fine with MEA.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, is anybody else or have any other preliminary matters or issues that we did not discuss?
No, Your Honor.
No.
Okay.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. We can go off the record and adjourn today's hearing. Thank you.
Roy,
Thank you.
time is
Thank you, Your
2:50
Honor.
p.m. off the record.
Thank you, Judge Burke.
Thank you.